Recording in progress.
And let's let the sound of this next bell
Take us to that deepest place within us. Namaste, friends. Hello. It's so good to see you, so good to be back. I wanted to begin this morning by first welcoming our musicians for the day. We're so blessed to welcome back Heartbloom Kirtan. Yeah. And so, yes, let's give them some love. Come on. Now, as the name implies, Heartbloom aims to open hearts and bring participants to a high state of joy through devotional singing. Heartbloom consists of Robin Haston on harmonium, Doreen Garvin on guitar, Pat Renshaw on djembe drum, Jerry Marr on tabla drums, and Yarrow Nelson, who is not here today, but Yarrow Nelson is usually our flute player, so he's here in spirit. And Heartbloom shares devotional music through the art of Kirtan. The music is mostly sung in the ancient language of Sanskrit and performed in a call and response manner. And the pure nature of this music and the mantra lifts the spirit and clears the heart, thus enabling the heart to bloom. We have been performing, or they have been performing around San Luis Obispo County since 2021. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah. Now, I want to mention also something about Kirtan. When you're in a Kirtan or at a Kirtan event or, chanting Kirtan with a Kirtan group, typically when the song ends, you don't want to make a big loud applause and take the attention away from your high state of consciousness. So let's practice. We're going to do spirit fingers if we must do something. We can do our spirit fingers and allow that higher elevation of source to stay with us. Does that sound good? Yeah. But now let's give them a warm welcome with applause. Yes. It's so good to have you back. Thank you. Yeah, go for it. Okay. And the songs are in the program. Oh, the song lyrics are in your programs today. Okay. Ganapati Om Jaya Ganapati Om Ganapati Om Jaya Ganapati Om Ganapati Om Jaya Ganapati Om Ganapati Om Jaya Wonderful, wonderful. Ah, oh, you have one more song, huh? Okay.
This one we'll all sing together. My blood flows like a river to the heart of the ocean, where my soul finds completion in the water of your love. My blood flows like a river to the heart of the ocean, where my soul finds completion in the water of your love. My blood flows like a river to the heart of the ocean, where my soul finds completion in the water of your love. My blood flows like a river to the heart of the ocean, where my soul finds completion in the water of your love. My blood flows like a river to the heart of the ocean, where my soul finds completion in the water of your love. And we're all flowing to you, all our visions great and true. And we're all flowing to you, all our visions great and true. And you give us your love in the water from below and above.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. All right, friends, let's go ahead and stand and offer the namaste greeting to one another. Namaste. Namaste to our beautiful musicians today. Namaste. Namaste to our tech team, Brian and Jesus, and Jim Peterson today. Namaste. Namaste to our love streamers. Thank you for tuning in. I'm so grateful for you. Namaste, Kat, and everyone. Namaste. And then as you take your seats, please take a moment to silence your cell phones or whatever devices you have that make noise. I'm Reverend Elizabeth Rowley Hogue, and I'm the spiritual leader here. I use she, her gender pronouns, and the land upon which we gather is the unceded territory of the Chumash and Salinan people. And it is my joy to welcome you to the Awakening Ways Center for Spiritual Living, where all that we ask is that you remain open to the possibility of changing your entire life by changing your mind. This service has been designed especially for you. Welcome home. We have been waiting for you. Now we have an affirmation for today, and I invite you to please repeat after me. Spirit is animating me now. Spirit is animating me now. I surrender to its rhythm. I am happy, joyous, and free. And so it is. And now I would like to invite our practitioner of the day up, Gina DiGirolamo. Let's give her some love. And I would also, thank you, Gina. And I would also like to call your attention to your program. Within your program, there's a salmon-colored sheet, and that is the prayer request form. And the invitation, we are a community who loves to pray, and we believe in the power of prayer. It works. And so we invite you to fill out a prayer request form, and then you can place it in the offering basket when it comes around. Or you can take it over to my left, the table here on my left, where there's a prayer request box, and place it in the box. And our community will pray over these prayers for you for the next week. And the community of praying people are the soul support team, and that includes our practitioners and ministers. We've got Kristen Barnhart, Anna Rempel, Gina DiGirolamo, BJ DiGirolamo, Norma Cole, and Reverend Susan, myself, Reverend Wayne, and Reverend Diane. Did I forget anyone? Delon, soon to be Reverend Delon. So we are the amazingly powerful group, if I do say so myself, that pray. and we love to do this. So if you come up with a prayer request, maybe midweek, that you would love to have some prayer support around, you can email us at info@awakeningways.org with the subject line of prayer request. And lastly, if there is something heavy on your heart for which you would like prayer for, or you're looking to manifest something, the invitation is to fill that out. If you have something today, Gina will be available after the service for a 1-minute miracle. And so you'll just simply share what it is that is troubling you or that you would like prayer for, and she will do a spiritual mind treatment. And even if it's just like you just want to celebrate how amazing your life is, she's amazing. And I invite you to please take us up on this. This is our service to you. There's no fee. And I think that's it. Oh, we have a BJ here in High Watch. She's holding space for the service and keeping us anchored in the presence, knowing that all is well. All right, I turn it over to Gina now. Thank you.
All right, good morning, everybody. So I'm going to read from our 365 Science of Mind book that Ernest Holmes is daily readings. And today, August 17th, my body is a temple of spirit. Your body is a temple of the living spirit. It is spiritual substance. Since the Spirit of God has entered your being, your life is spiritual. The Supreme Being, ever present, exists at the very center of your thought. The presence within you has the power to make all things new. The perfect life of God is in and through you, in every part of your being. As the sun dissolves the mist, so my acceptance of life dissolves all pain and discord. You are free because the spirit of life in you is perfect. It remolds and recreates your body after the likeness of the divine pattern of body that exists in the mind of God. Even now, the living spirit is flowing through you. So let's turn within and pray. So I just know that there is only one living spirit, and it is the divine life force that lives and breathes through all beings. And each one has a word that they feel close to calling it, whether it's God, the divine, mother, father, energy, whatever it is, we can agree that it's all one. And I know that I am never separate from the source. It is impossible to be separate from that which I am. I know that this life force expresses in me divinely in a unique, individualized way, just as it expresses divinely in each and every being in unique, individualized ways. Yet we are all one together, so we are never separate. And I just speak my word that this day is a blessing of community and unity and a coming together and a coming home and all of it. And just knowing that it is divinely guided by Spirit. There are no mistakes. There are only divine actions. And I know that Reverend Elizabeth speaks the word of the divine, and it is the divine speaking through her. And it is a message that is clear and strong for each and every one of us. We are all open-eared and ready to receive that which is good. And I also know through the musicians, the beauty of music is another divine expression of God, of the one. And it does open our hearts, and our hearts bloom with excitement and love for the divine. And I know that every being here that is assisting in the service, they've been divinely guided. And everyone who showed up to be here, you are part of the service. You are the service for which we are giving. And so I'm so grateful to be part of this community. I'm grateful knowing that the truth is God is all there is. I'm grateful for all that occurs, so there's nothing left to do but release and let go and claim our good by staying together, and so it is.
Satanam, Satanam, Satanam Ji. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru Ji. Satanam, Satanam, Satanam Ji. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru Ji. Satanam, Satanam, Satanam Ji. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru Ji. Your turn. Satanam, Satanam, Satanam Ji. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru Ji. 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 Soham, 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 Ramadasa, Sasi, Soham, Ramadasa, Sasi, Soham.
Beautiful. Wow. Ooh, you feeling that beautiful, sweet energy? Yes, I love it. So good. So good. Hi, everyone. Some of you came in. Wow, we've got a full house, and if you came in and you're new, I'm Reverend Elizabeth Rowley Hogue. I'm the spiritual leader here. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here with us today. It's so great to see you. I was in Canada last week, and it was amazing. And I know Reverend Susan got to do her very first talk as a minister, and she was amazing, right? Yeah, she crushed it, of course. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. And thank you, Gina, for holding things together as the logistics director and production manager extraordinaire. It's awesome to be here. Now, of course, you are all with me in my pocket in Banff, Canada. Have any of you ever been to Banff? Okay, right? It's like stunning. picturesque. At times it didn't even seem real, and I was just stricken with awe. Like I just wanted to stare at it and just be in the presence of this divine beauty. And it occurred to me, like, how can I bring that into my life, right? And be in the presence of that awe of the divine beauty of everything, of the people in my life, of the ordinary things in my life that maybe I take advantage of, and all of that, right? Like my car, the food that I have that I get to eat, my home, my husband, my mother-in-law, all of the things that are just part of our daily lives. How can we really be present and be in awe of that? Well, it's a practice, isn't it? Because sometimes the human stuff comes up and there's frustrations and all of that and irritability and whatnot. But to really be present and take that backward step into the awe and the sacredness of the fact that we have each been birthed into existence at this time, and what a gift it is even for us to be together here, but for each of you in your own life, like you were birthed into existence to experience a life of love. That Spirit birthed you into existence to know itself in a particular way that it can only know through you. In other words, you are the unique and unrepeatable way that Spirit has birthed itself into existence. What are you going to do with that, It makes, when I think about it, it makes me put down grievances and petty things and remember the truth of my existence, which is divine. And this is true for all of us. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. All right, so thank you, Canada. That was great. And then, so I got to go out into, I got there a little early, went out and checked out these beautiful sites like Lake Moraine, Lake Louise, the river, Bow River, I think it's called. And it's just so green, right? So green and lush. And they even have little animal bridges, overpasses, right, that are filled with trees and grass, and it's just like part of the landscape so that the animals can cross, and it's fenced up, so they can't get to the freeway. It's just so cool, so thoughtful. Anyway, I got to experience all this amazingness and then start the actual retreat. And so that was like the pre-retreat experience. And there was a ministers gathering in advance of the CSL SOAR retreat, which is their summer retreat. And we have this big retreat with our organization every 2 years. So the next one, I believe, is going to be in Asilomar, which is a lot closer. And I recommend as many of us attend as possible because not only is it great to be on retreat, I mean, imagine this, right? You get up, you go to the little hall, there's music, inspirational messages, and then you get to go hang out with your friends and have lunch, come back for more music, more messages, and then you go out and eat, you have free time, whatever, for 3 days. How awesome is that? So I am full. I was filled up, and it was just so good to get to experience music in the morning and dancing with my friends, and colleagues, which brings me to our August Seed of Awakening, which is magic and mystery. And even the place we stayed was the Banff Center for Performing Arts and Creativity or something like that. I can't remember exactly the name, but it was amazing. I thought, wow, this is like straight out of the book of the month, which is The Kingdom of Magic and Mystery by Cynthia James. And it was a beautiful experience. They had one building was innovation, another building. Anyway, it just reminded me of the 7 castles that she's taking us through. Now, the topic for today, August 17th, is moving in divine rhythm. Moving in divine rhythm, well, what does that mean, And I was transported back to that retreat where we were there and they started playing music and they were singing. And you may have felt this before. It's like an inner nudge, something that, like, suddenly you feel something, and you may push it down or push it back, but it's that divine nudge or that divine urge, like it wants to get up and dance, but you might go, no, I'm not doing that because people might look at me, or I don't really know how to dance, but the spirit within us wants to live and love and experience life through us. Will we allow it, or will we allow our bloated nothingness to get in its way? And the more you grow in spirit, the more you come here on Sundays and hear a message like this inspirational message, or last week with Susan, or whoever our speaker of the day is, the more you and I get to practice letting spirit take the wheel, as it were, or Jesus take the wheel is a common saying, right? And that is getting yourself out of the way and letting spirit, like who do we think we are to not shine our light, to not be all that we came here to be, If we can allow ourselves to go, oh yeah, spirit within me wants to dance and whatever, speak and sing and love and laugh. Just let it. Like, what would your life be like if you allowed that? What would it be like? Well, I would guess it would be happy, joyous, and free, which is something we long for. It's another one of those things, though, that you don't really realize is missing until you're in it and experiencing it. Like being in community. You don't realize that it's a missing when you're outside of the community, but when you get into community and your friends are there and there's so much love and joy and good energy, that's when you really start to realize, oh, I want to be immersed in this, yes? All right. And so the Spirit moves through us, and when we surrender to its rhythm, we can find freedom and joy in the expression of life. And so we find that freedom and joy in allowing the Spirit to move through us. Are you with me? Yeah. And so Ernest Holmes said that it's flowing through me. This energy, this Spirit, this presence is flowing through me. It's actually circulating in me. I am one with its rhythm. My heart beats with the pulsation of the universe, in serenity, in peace, and in joy. My whole physical being is animated by the divine spirit, and if there is anything in that does not belong, it is cast out, because there is one perfect life in me now. And I say to myself, I am daily guided so that I shall know what to do under every circumstance, in every situation. Divine intelligence guides me in love, in joy, and in complete self-expression. And so it is, right? That could be enough for this whole thing today, and so it is. Now, this reminds me of a great poem that I love that I really want to share with you. It's by Hafez. Hafez says, what is the difference between your experience of existence and that of a saint? The saint knows that the spiritual path is a sublime chess game with God, and that the beloved has just made such a fantastic move that the saint is now continually tripping over joy, bursting out into laughter and saying, I surrender, I surrender. Whereas you, my dear, I'm afraid you still think you have 1,000 serious moves. What? Right? Can you relate to that? Oh, I'm afraid you think you have 1,000 serious moves. That tells me, look, this is a life to be lived in joy. This is a life to be lived in sweet, sweet surrender, remembering who you are, remembering the light that lives within you, and the light of those all around you. And there aren't 1,000 serious moves. There is only joy, but we've got to surrender. I always say, in order to be in the presence of something, when we set our intentions, there's something that has to be let go of. We make a choice. We choose this over that. We choose love over hate. We choose joy over sadness. And there's all of these things that are compelling, right, and seductive, because we're living a human life. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. And so there's times when, It's not all rainbows and unicorns, as they say, right? And so those are the times when we feel the feelings and we move on, but really recognizing we are in this divine dance. And imagine this presence of spirit, which is the invisible guest in every aspect of your life. There is this presence of spirit that loves you so much, regardless of that thing you did, regardless of that thing you said, regardless of anything that has happened, regardless of shame or guilt. None of that matters in the presence of spirit. It loves us exactly as we are and exactly as we are not. Will we accept that? Will we allow that into our lives? Well, I mean, what have we got to lose, right? And the invitation from me to you is to just try it on, try it on. See how that fits in your life. Put down the yeah buts. Yeah? Put down those yeah buts, what about this and that, and try it on and just see what happens. Now, I had a beautiful experience in Banff that I wanted to share with you. One of the talks on Sunday here previously, I spoke about the black bag. Do y'all remember that? The black bag metaphor. Now, for those of you who are new, in Hawaiian Huna tradition, they believe that we have a black bag within us in our consciousness, and they call it the unihipili, which is our unconscious mind. Now, the unconscious mind will hold things for us until we're ready, until we have the strength, the spiritual strength, and the emotional strength to deal with it, right? Now, our unconscious mind knows us so well that it will hold on to things. And when it recognizes we've got this strength and we're surrounded by love and we know who we are, each time we're like up-leveling our spiritual nature, right? When we really get and embody these spiritual truths, these eternal verities, we become stronger, right? And so then suddenly that unihipili will release something. And the tendency for us oftentimes is to push it away. I want to be happy. Nope, I'm not dealing with that. I want to be happy. But the unihipili is saying, I know, right? I get you want to be happy, so look at this sadness so you can dissolve it and be even more happy, joyous, and free than you were before. But we're not taught that. We're taught, not now. And so I had this experience on this retreat in Canada, and it was a black bag experience. And it was so divine and so perfect because the next day, I think or the day after that, I was going to be doing a workshop with the black bag as part of this workshop, right, in my discussion with the folks who attended. And so one of the ministers was guiding us. They did an experiential of the dark night of the soul. And a question came up about, so it's like a guided meditation, It was so powerful, and it was something that, we haven't really done before in this type of retreat, so it was really special. And it was done by Dr. Petra Weldis of the CSL Dallas community. And so she guided us through the dark night of the soul so that we could have an experience of it on our own. I know, that doesn't sound like fun, right? But it was powerful, though, because it was just beautiful. And so she asked a question. She was asking questions throughout, and one of the questions that she asked was, when do you remember first becoming afraid of the dark? And I had an experience, and the call to action for us was just let whatever comes up, come up, which is totally the thing about the black bag, right? Just let it come up, feel it, reveal it, feel it, and heal it, and then we move on. And so what came up for me in that moment, and this was like the very beginning of this 20-minute experiential, and what came up was I remembered being in my room when I was maybe 7 years old in my bed, and I was falling asleep, but all of a sudden I was thinking about death for the first time as a kid, and I remember getting a little freaked out about the finality, like somehow, I'm 7, somehow it occurred to me that, the person will no longer be here, and that's it. And so I was grappling with the finality of it, as a 7-year-old. And I recognized, well, this is freaking me out right now. And so I started saying, I love my mother. I love my mother. I love my mother. I love my mother. Because somehow that was soothing for me, and my mother was in the next room, asleep with my father. And I just kept saying that until I felt myself so relaxed and okay. And so that comes up for me. And then I start crying. Remember, I'm in this CSL SOAR retreat, and this is coming up. And when we have these memories, it's like we relive them, don't we? Because our brains don't really know if we're watching something or actually experiencing it, right? So watching a memory play out is like watching a movie. And I start crying because it occurred to me in that moment, my mom is no longer here in physical form. The very thing that I was grappling with as a 7-year-old happened with my mom, who I happen to love. And then it occurred to me in this instant moment, there's a lot that can happen in a moment, right? Was that my mom is no longer here in physical form, and I love her. And it still soothed me, so the chant came back, I love my mother, I love my mother, I love my mother. So I'm crying, blubbery, right? People are passing me Kleenex, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, wow, they got me. It was early, But I let it happen because of this black bag metaphor that I remembered. And, we may want to stuff it, or, we don't want to interrupt, but hey, this is an experiential. That's what we're here for. Oh, right? We forget what we're here for. We're in spiritual community together because we can experience healings here. And I thought to myself, this is powerful. My unconscious mind knew I was safe. I was surrounded by 300 loving souls, and like at least 85 ministers plus spiritual practitioners. This was the place for me to have this memory. And the beautiful thing was that I had this, and I was crying, and she moved on. I don't know what I like. The rest of the thing is a vague blur, but that was so important for me to experience that. And then as I'm coming out of it, I get this text message, and I look at my phone, and this picture of my cute little Yorkshire Terrier pops up, and it just filled me with so much love. And then I start laughing. And Travis, in that moment, somehow, some way, had sent a picture of Roxy, letting me know, we miss you, But how did he know to send it at that time, right? It was just so divinely guided and so divinely orchestrated, which is how our entire lives are. But we've got to be paying attention to that so we can see it, right? All of this good is constantly happening, but are we looking for that? Are we paying attention to that? That's the call. That's the divine dance, Where if I move this way, the Spirit is right there moving with me, right? Moving and grooving, and it wants to dip, and I go, okay. If I will let it, right? If you will allow it, and that's our calling, that's really the deep calling for us. To allow Spirit to have its way with us, and to allow ourselves the healings and those things to come up that need to be come up for, that need to come, wow, me talk pretty one day, that need to be coming up for our healing and our revelation so that we can continue forward in this amazing, wonderful experience that is the divine happening right now. Are you with me? Yeah. All right. Now, movement, moving in divine rhythm, and so that movement is a sacred language. Now, we can actually release stagnant energy and align with the cosmic rhythm and discover how intuitive movement can heal us, liberate us, and deepen our connection with the divine. And I know that some of us feel like, oh, everybody's going to look. I'm too tall, or I'm too short, or I'm too this, or I'm too that. But don't worry, by the way, I'm not going to make you get up and dance. Not here, not today, all right? But the invitation for you is going to be outside of here, have a spontaneous dance party. Does anybody have a happy dance? Right? Like, woo, where you're so happy, right? Where you like, yeah, woo. Yeah, we can totally happy dance. All right. So there's a time when Spirit moves us into action. Spirit may be trying to move you into action in your life right now, but you're pushing it back maybe, or saying, I'm not ready. But I'm telling you, there's no other time that you're going to be more ready, because now is the only time that we have. Now is the only time we have. There's no promise of a tomorrow. There's no promise of even 10 minutes from now, So what are we doing with our one beautiful, precious, and amazing life? Dancing with the divine, or sitting this one out? Ooh, I think we're dancing. You're all dancing with the divine because you got up this morning and came in here. Hey, here we are. So I really enjoyed Susan and her share, Reverend Susan and her share about when she came into Science of Mind and kind of what she experienced. And I thought it was wonderful, and it occurred to me that I had some different experiences. And one of my experiences in coming into a Science of Mind, a Center for Spiritual Living, was I came in and it seemed like the minister was following me around, because he was like spot on. And I thought, how does he know that? And then he would talk to me. He came up and talked to me, and I just thought, this person is so cool. And my experience in like where you're seated of David Bruner was that he seemed happy. And I didn't care where I was. I wanted that happiness. I wanted that happiness. And I knew that I could take what I needed and leave the rest, And I wanted the happiness that he was experiencing. And I was listening, because I knew that this teaching was teaching us how to think. There was a structure, and at that time in my life, I needed this structure. And he wasn't telling me what I should think, but how to think, and that transformed everything for me. And then I had this experience of there being so much love, just so much love from all of the people in the community, and him and the other ministers and practitioners. There was so much love, right? That I started to feel like I was sort of inside out. Like that my insides were like I was a gummy bear, walking around. I needed to look out for sharp corners, and you know what I mean? I just felt like raw and loved and safe at the same time. And I wanted to continue. And so I did. And it wasn't immediately. I kept hearing a lot of things, and a lot of things were like, I don't know what they're even saying, and I'm not there yet. But I did get there eventually, And so there's always more for us to learn. There's always more for us to be and become. And the calling is for us to do that specific work, to get into the divine dance, which is taking a class, and learning more about what's within you. What do you actually believe? What do you want to believe? Maybe there's some area where you don't really have a belief. Well, guess what? You can create one and begin to live your life from that particular belief. Are you with me? Yeah. All right, so whether it's like a class or a connection circle, whatever it is, that's perfect for you. And now, the last thing I want to share today is I was thinking deeply about whirling dervishes, and it was no accident. We have, Doreen is a Sufi minister, right? Yeah. Isn't that amazing? Let's give her some love for that. That's cool. She's got a lot of wisdom, and she's going to share it with us all someday. I just know it. I'm naming it and claiming it. But a whirling dervish is a member of a Sufi Muslim religious order, specifically the Mevlevi order, and they do their whirling dance. Have any of you ever seen whirling dervishes in action? You have. It's stunning, right? It's mesmerizing. And I looked it up, and they're really about having a higher experience of consciousness, and there's something they're called to let go of so that they can be in that greater state. And if you watch them, you can't help but see that greater state happening. Now, there's way more to it than this. I'm barely tapping the surface, right? Because it's already almost 11. But anyway, the whirling dervishes, they're amazing. And I kept thinking about them and how they are spinning, and they have one hand up as if being open to the divine, and one hand facing down. You know, they start with their hands like this, but they end up like that, and they have their one left foot. And so they are connected more deeply to transmit the divine energy into the earth and all beings that they're receiving with their left hand. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Now, what's that got to do with any of this? I don't know, but it was there. It was there. And then another thing, dancing, right? Just dancing in the spiritual side of it. And then another thing that happened, we went over to the Bay Area, my mother-in-law, Jody, Mama Jody and I, this weekend, Friday, to attend the baby sprinkle, not a shower, a sprinkle, for our second, her great grandson, and my granddaughter and Travis's grandson, first grandson, right? Yeah, okay. So anyway, those details are not necessarily relevant, but we went to this, and Maddie is the granddaughter, right? Our granddaughter, and she was there, and so of course she was there. Where else would she be? But we got there on Friday, and we wanted to see them, so we came over to hang out a little bit, and she wanted me to come upstairs. She calls me Zizi to distinguish me from the other grandmas, right? And so I'm Zizi, and she said, Zizi, I want to go upstairs. So we went upstairs, and then she handed me her princess dress, and she said, put on. I'm like, okay, so I take off her dress, put the princess dress on, and then she wants her dad to play this song. I'm like, okay. Oh, she said dance. She wants to dance. I'm like, okay, we're gonna dance. So I'm ready, right? Like, we're gonna have a little dance party up here. And she starts doing her thing, she's been taking ballet apparently once a week. And then she says, Zizi, sit there. I'm like, oh, you're dancing. I get it. Okay. You're going to do a dance performance for us. That's so cute, right? And so I sit down, and she's just like, ah. And then at the very end, she did this thing like, we're going, what is she doing? Bowing, right? You bow at the end. With her hair hanging down, but all of it was like just so dramatic, And the point of my sharing that is, I was thinking sometimes it's someone else's turn to dance, right? And that we can watch that and celebrate that dance and love that and be present for that, because that too is a gift, isn't it? Yeah. And so the last piece is, coming out of that retreat, I was in this love bubble. And this happens where, like, how do I maintain this love bubble and experiencing being loved up? Well, I'll tell you how. Recognizing that everything that's happening is love. Because we go, oh, that wasn't love, But if we can come back and tune into that idea that, while it may appear not to be love, it is love. Because what we believe here is that there's only one thing happening, and it is love with a capital L, or spirit, or divine. One thing happening. It's God. And so it's all here, and it is all here because it has all come to show us, to grow us, to reveal to us, and to heal us so that we can be all that we came here to be. Yes? Are you with me? Yes. Awesome. So I can maintain that love bubble, and I'm staying in it, and I am unstoppable, and remember that I am protected by the divine, always, in all ways. Yeah. And so I would love to invite our musicians to come on up as we prepare here for the closing song. And as they come in and get settled, I would love to, invite you to consider this week your call to action is going to be to dance. Spontaneous dancing. Real simple. Real simple. Spontaneous dancing. They're going to sing some songs. Maybe you'll get your homework done right now. Just get it out of the way. Just get it out of the way. But that'll be your good start, right? Because once you get it going, then you continue it. All right. So, wow, we had a big group. We're going to have a fun song here. Now I'm going to call your attention now to turn within and join me in a closing prayer. We're going to do the closing prayer. So let's turn our attention inward and join me in returning to that beautiful, expansive space within. This is the space where I know and remember with every fiber of my being that spirit is all that there is. It is all that there ever was, and it is all that there ever will be, and it is here right now. Expressing itself in me, as me, through me, in, as, and through every thought, every word, every action, every deed. Spirit is the source of all. Spirit is the source of my life. Spirit is expressing itself as me. And I know this is true for each of us. And I know and claim for us that as we go forward from here, we have a direct experience of that. We have a direct experience of the divine, and in that, being in that divine dance, that we can easily say, I surrender, and trip over joy, not literally, but really be in that state of joy, remembering who we truly are, to such a degree that we feel that inner nudge to jump up and dance, or even if it's just swaying our bodies and allowing spirit to be the leader of that dance. Oh, I'm so grateful for the surrender, and I'm so grateful for the love that is here right now. And I release my word with great gratitude into the loving and creative action of the law, knowing it is so, and so it is. So it is. Thank you.
This is a dance song.
Okay.
Shiva, 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 Shambho. Shiva, 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 Shambho.
Shiva, 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 Shambho. Shiva, 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 Shambho.
Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho.
Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho.
Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho.
Mahadeva Shambho. Shambho.
Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho,
Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho.
Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho,
Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho.
Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho,
Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho.
Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho,
Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho.
Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho,
Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho.
Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho,
Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho.
Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho,
Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho.
Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho,
Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho.
Shiva Shiva
Shiva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho.
Beautiful, beautiful. Wow, amazing. All right, my friends, it's now time for our conscious giving. Will the ushers please come forward? Are they staying up or are they coming? I think they're staying for another song, yeah. Okay. Awesome. All right, today we have the amazing Tom and Jen. Let's give them some love. And let's scoot over a little bit more. So yeah, we're right in the middle now. All right. If you're tuning in on Zoom, or if you're tuning into the live stream, whether it's YouTube, Zoom, or Facebook, we invite you to, if this service has inspired you in any way, please consider making a donation to our community. And you can do so from the live stream or here by going to paypal.me/awakeningways, or you can scan the QR code in the room on the back of the program if you forgot your checkbook, excuse me, or cash, and you can do so that way. A little itchy throat. And so I invite everyone to now take your gift and place it over your heart. If you already gave online, you can just place your hand over your heart and please repeat after me. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It does great work in the world. It does great work in the world. And returns to me multiplied abundantly. And returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. So it is.
God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need, and I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for
Oh, yeah, God gives me everything I need, and I know that everything that this community needs, we know it's here. We know it is all here, and I'm so grateful for all the giving that has occurred and all the love that has occurred. And I just bless this basket filled with these beautiful gifts of love, knowing that it blesses our community here, and by blessing this community within these walls, we bless the greater community of the Central Coast and beyond. And so I'm so grateful for it, and I just say thank you, and so it is.
Thank you. All right, we now have our announcements angel who's going to come up. That's Travis today. And as he comes up, I want to also remind everyone that we need to be out by 12 o'clock today. And so it's 11, that clock's a little fast, it's 11:13. And we can continue our conversations just outside if we feel like we're getting rushed, but please don't feel rushed. We have 45 minutes. Okay?
Good morning, Awakening Ways. That's right. My name is Travis, and I'm your announcements angel for this morning, August 17th, Sunday. So we're going to start off. The announcements say, Shiva, 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 Shambho. Oh, wait a minute. That was the lyric sheet. Wrong page. Sorry about that. I'll catch up. All right. Woo! All right. I was still in that song. I love it. All right. This Tuesday, August 19th, is the Enchantment Circle, a mystical journey through the kingdom of magic and mystery Zoom session. This is the second of 3 gatherings on Zoom, and you can speak with Reverend Elizabeth about joining for the next 2 sessions. The book for this love shop is our book of the month, The Kingdom of Magic and Mystery by Cynthia James. It is available for purchase on the info table for $25. It is a great book. Okay, the September, October Science of Mind magazines are also here and available for $10 at the information table. Next Sunday is our monthly Divine Sparkles Wisdom Circle with Reverend Elizabeth right after the service. Whether it's a question that's been stirring within you, a moment of clarity, or wisdom you've gained, this is a safe and welcoming space to speak, listen, and grow together. Also next Sunday is the Spiritual Sprouts Children's Program. Nancy Van Tassel will be the facilitator, offering up a musical journey for the kids and friends with children. We also have flyers for you to put up and spread the word. So those are on the middle table in the back. Next up, the monthly Echo Meal will be served on Thursday, August 28th. You can sign up to help our neighbors in need at the first table in the back. We also have an adjustment to the time for the Spiritual Living and Prayer Connection Circle for August 26th. For this day only, it will begin at 11:30 a.m. instead of 11 a.m. and will go until 1 p.m. What time is that? 11:30. Thank you. What? 11:30. Yeah. I heard 11 in there somewhere, but it was 11:30. Okay, all right. Bring a snack or lunch if you like. Save the date for the Foundations class, Beyond Limits, which starts on October 15th. It's going to be from 6 to 8:30 p.m. The foundational coursework is a prerequisite for all other certificated classes with us. Did I say that word right? Certified. Certificated. Okay. So many of you have been asking for when the next Foundations class, and this is it, okay? So that's going to be October 15th. Lastly, please visit the information tables to learn more about these events and many others, and make sure to take home the purple page in your program for all the August events. Be sure to sign up for the weekly email news if you're not currently on that, because that also has all kinds of events that's happening and juicy tidbits, recaps from the Sunday services. And lastly here, please join me in giving a big shout out to all of our volunteers and staff who make this service possible. Yay, we love you! And that,
All right.
my beloveds, has been the announcements.
Thank you, Travis. All right, let's circle up for our benediction and call and response. All right, my friends, won't you know with me that you are never alone, that God is where you are right now and always, and all that you ever need do is turn within, and it is here you will find you are guided, sustained, directed, and inspired by a source that knows only good. Joyously let us make use of these gifts in all that we think, in all that we say, and in all that we do. Please repeat after me, something wonderful is happening as me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is in my relationships. Life is everywhere. I think it. I feel it. I believe it. I express it. I accept it. Just the way that it is. And just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. Woo!
Love surround you,
Peace surround you, angels surround you, every day, all day long. Morning, noon, and night, you are surrounded by the light. Love surrounds you, peace surrounds you, angels surround you, every day, all day long. Morning, noon, and night, you are surrounded by the light. Love surrounds you, peace surrounds you, angels surround you, every day, all day long. Morning, noon, and night, you are surrounded by the light. Love surrounds you, peace surrounds you, angels surround you, every day, all day long. Morning, noon, and night, you are surrounded by the light. Love surrounds you, peace surrounds you, angels surround you, every day, all day long. Morning, noon, and night, you are surrounded